Thank you. I already have a caller, by the way, but I think I should come and remind all of us that may I have done my part. Can you please take a moment and like the broadcast? If you haven't dropped your own offering, and after spending that 2 hours, and you are still not angry with me, Baba, you are welcome to that free world. Here you know. So take a moment and like the broadcast. We are currently over 3,000 of us on YouTube, and less than 1,000 of us have actually dropped our offering. So please, now wait till me how they ask for that too. Not your money, just that. TJ, very kind of you. Thanks for that super chat. Here is my caller. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Hello.
Hello, Mayegun.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. Another explosive night of truth.
Baba?
I don't know what else you can tell Nigerian audience that even after hearing tonight's sermon, that if they don't take the turn.
And I'm happy that I managed to take the tempo from the beginning to the end. That was my intention.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate every sentence all the way. And I don't think in the few years that I've been watching and following your program that I have been this active tonight, even in the comment section.
Really?
And the reason behind that is I know a little bit of the inner workings of that the principal candidate of tonight's broadcast, a well-respected mathematician who has gone for many years under the radar of being a just, equitable preacher, low-key, God-fearing, Holy Ghost fired, and so on and so forth. But I can tell you that immediately the church refused to speak truth to power, or any representative of the church, or the mosque, okay, Muslim, Christians, Mamalawos, Babala, immediately all these clergy and faith-based individuals who the entire country sees as a representation of, what we practice, that we're supposed to be practicing. The day they separate themselves from the affairs of the state, they are better off being quiet than to open their mouth and be in support of the same witches and wizards that they want all the idiots to pray against, while ignoring the reality that they're confronted with on a daily basis. The day they start to echo the nonsense that I heard this weekend and today from that respected pastor, I'll tell you what, they are a part of the establishment, because the church are now being used, at least someone in Kumuyi's capacity is now being used as an echo chamber of this criminal enterprise that has kept Nigerians and the entire Africans, okay, under this impoverished state of mind. They've hijacked the spirit and soul of Africans and Nigerians in particular. They've kept them in bondage, spiritual bondage, and now in physical bondage. Because you know what? when the people cannot even speak or understand what their realities are, when they are being suppressed in the name of Jesus, when they are being oppressed at the political arena, where they are not allowed to participate or exercise their citizenship rights, then guess what? The entire house should come down. The entire establishment should come down. What's the essence of all the, Sunday service, the Tuesday Bible studies, the Thursday revival and deliverance hours? What's the essence of having that? Oh, perhaps there's a deeper life university, application in the works, right? Because we know what others have done. But for this man to add his voice, now, the man who has preached salvation, salvation, salvation. I mean, I'm glad you're able to uproot some of those incidents. Yes, all of those incidents of the 80s, which he has in turn reversed, because now he does speak on open media. He utilizes the same technology that he has condemned in the past, because he can see the foolishness out of those statements, and all the mouthpiece that carries those same messages and continue to do damage in the minds of people that are supposed to have a sound mind, but now they're completely lost their mind.
Yeah.
Today, I think you've managed to give 50%, okay? And you've sort of done that delicate dance, because there are still some idiots that feel that, you touch my anointed, you speak about their jihad, it's like you light them on fire. But guess what? I wish you can do more. There should be a part 2 to this service. There should be a part 2 to this service, because I'll tell you what. Let me give an example, and this one is personal. My mother is a widow, and she has been in the last decade. She does not earn a pension from the Nigerian government or anywhere on the face of the universe. But everything we watch her work for, built out of honesty, honest work, okay, out of being deprived of even motherly attention and love because of the sacrifice of what she wants her children to be. Today, she's a widow. A church of that magnitude, that has a printing press, a church that receives tithes and offering and everything else in terms of financial contribution, both within the local Nigerian space and in the diaspora. That same church would expect a widow that doesn't earn a living to pay for the cost of distributing words of God. Salvation is supposed to be free. And every one of those, what do you call them? Those pamphlets that they distribute, they pay for it. Well. A church that would accept such from the hands of widows that they know that they don't have a job, they know they don't have an income, they cannot even provide such documents free of charge to be distributed out during the process of evangelizing the goodness, the gospel of the goodness and the truth of salvation. What is it? It's nothing but another criminal enterprise.
It's a criminal scheme.
Okay. And when you tell this,
doing that one on the side, they shouldn't come around.
And when you tell, and you know what, this is even more damaging. This is even more damaging than what the average citizens are experiencing. There is no light, there is no power, there's no good road, there is no hospital. Even the so-called palliative, there is absolutely nothing justifiable in the approach under which such programs are being delivered. Yet they refuse to speak truth to power. And he has the guts to say, we cannot force them. If you cannot, then shut up and stop telling people, stop building false hope in the hearts of people that are dying to survive on a daily basis. Mayegun wo tí ẹ ò ní bàjẹ́ olóyè tó ṣe lálẹ́ Ọlọ́run á tún fún ẹ ní agbára àti okun. Please, there should be a second part to this, on demand, by God's grace. Thank you.
Sir. Thank you so
much. I'm telling you, tonight I'm fired up.
Yes, so you are good. You are good to go. So I have another caller on the line here. Hello there.
Good evening. Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum
This is
salam.
call
How are you?
and calling more. I'm fine. How my people? How family now?
Well, we thank God though we did here with the rough farm. Sorry, your name?
This my name is calling from Turkey.
No. Why you can't use that number? You never come back or you just kept it?
No, that's my WhatsApp number. You know what to normally do. That's my WhatsApp number. Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
do too much explanation. I don't get that. How you doing, no?
I did fine now. My ego, you see today,
Yep.
I wanted to sleep, but to just say something, I always tell people. But that's one thing I always say. You see Nigeria, you see, anything that come out from the judgment, if they don't take time, all of them go run leave Nigeria. I mean, they tell you, you see all these things, you know, this, what do they call them? These Gen Z people, they just sit down, they look. Some of them, they have made up their mind to die, you. They tell you, some of them don't make up their mind, keep it somewhere. They don't make up their mind. They don't make up their mind. Anything will go be, let him be. If they can do it, I'll let my brother enjoy it. No problem. But this time around, because I know anymore from now, all those, you know me, I know they like talk anything about man of God. I always tell people,
you're one of those
let
who
they
always
do
like,
their own way.
if I say what's in my mind, there's no way I no go to hell. So I would rather just keep it because what's in my mind no good. I'll keep it. You are the kind of person, yeah?
See, I don't want to. I don't. Because I have worked with them.
People like me, no. Me, I don't accept fire they go. Because people they go there. You don't understand?
You know what I mean? Do you know what I say? I don't want to. I have
why
worked
you know
with
just
them.
make up your mind? All of us. I mean, you know, go okay, all of us did there and be like, my ego, how far? How the weather for your own side of the hell today? And I'll say, Baba, we don't fix SEO. We know they feel any heat. Come around, come to our side.
My ego, the best salvation is personal salvation you have between you and your God.
No tamper with your salvation. Don't be like me. Sorry, I'm beginning to influence you, so I don't want to. Keep your own faith like that.
No.
Baba.
Yes, no. See what I'm trying to do. I always tell people. You see, serving God or serving whatever is personal between you, because when you go to bed, you are 99.9 dead. So it's what you talk with whatever you believe on that moment that you used to take to bed. Do you understand what I'm saying?
They follow you, Baba.
Yeah, that's what you want to take to bed. So it's personal between you and your creator. If you believe whatever is between you of you, do that. But what I believe, if you know the right thing, do it. If you know the good thing, do it.
And if
that is my own
do
belief.
The wrong thing, hone up, accept responsibility, and fix it. That's life.
If you do wrong thing, I'm sorry. I will apologize to you because please, I will apologize to you. I'm wrong, please. But inside me, I'll think I'm correct.
Be a better person next time. I am responsible for it. I will make sure it doesn't happen again. Right? That is what life should be. Good from wrong, from good. Don't be say everybody go to double down and say, hey, no talk to me like that. I'm old enough to be your papa. Esa, you the mad, you know, be my papa. You say you old enough to be my papa. I say you are wrong. You talk about my papa. That is what we will not accept. Well, I speak for my generation anyway. Go on.
You see, these people in power. Those just I don't want to talk about what Kumuyi is saying. You know why I don't want to.
It be like say there are so many things where you don't want to talk. It be like say some of them go just like be like, I don't want to talk. Man, take the call of
no. See what I mean? I don't want to talk it because I know whatever they are saying is lie.
Okay.
So why should I be talking lie? Why should I be talking lie? As old as I'll come to start telling lie in public. Because I want to get something.
I like you then.
You
will never.
I don't believe that.
Want it to be not because of because you know what is wrong and what is right is right. That makes sense, bro.
Even I'm highly disappointed, even to that man to come out to start saying this thing. But small time, Nigeria will start fighting. You see all these pastors, Nigeria will start fighting them. Now politician they did now. After politician, after dealing with politician, the next thing now, pastor they go face. Mark my word. Thanks and God bless.
Thanks so much,
That's what I can
all
say.
right. Take it easy, Baba. It's good to hear from you, by the way.
Yeah.
So that's my own brother there from Turkey. I do have another caller, by the way. Hello there.
Hey, Marigun, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Thank you so much for today's program. I don't know what the other caller was saying, but he's entitled to his opinion. The truth is, we can all see the damage religion has done to us. But we are just so, I don't know, we are so shy to tell ourselves the truth. If China had followed us to close their eyes when we closed our eyes, they would be like us today. We are not manufacturing anything. All we do is to pray and hope that our tomorrow will be better.
Yes.
When we have the only chance when we are alive to build a country, a nation for our children, it is greedy people that love heaven, Maegun.
I believe.
If you remove heaven, if you remove the promise of heaven, 95% of religious folks would not go to church. If you serve God, you should serve God because you love Him, not because of the promise of heaven or hell. And that is the problem. How are we going to be eating chicken in heaven and our children, we leave them behind to suffer because we had to hold on to a lie that is obvious? How can a man like Nnamdi Kanu still be in jail for saying the truth? But the same nation we should pray for, they are releasing terrorists and putting them in your army. What kind of future are we going to create for our children? I would rather go to hell tonight. Let me go to hell and die for that poor woman's child that could be the next Albert Einstein than to be holding on to the heaven and hell paradox. Who has been to heaven? Who has been to hell? No one has been to heaven. No one knows God's marking scheme. So why are we fooling around? Our ancestors were in chains, hoping that their descendants would be free. And the descendants are still holding on to a slavery mentality at the expense of the future of our children. We have to fight, we have to educate ourselves, we have to be brave, we have to be courageous.
God bless you, bros.
Thank you, Maegun. God bless you.
Thank you so much for that straight from the heart, rendition. I love it, and God bless you too. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Because you see, if you are not selfish, you are homeless here, and you can see those who have made you poor homeless here. Somebody else is telling you that don't worry about it. They are building you a mansion in heaven. Others said that you are seeing your fellow human beings who are living in squalor, in poverty. But others tell you that if you kill people in the name of Allah, they are keeping 72 virgins for you in paradise. Or you live wretched on earth, go and live rich man in heaven. Your children are not going to follow you to that same heaven that same day, would they? Years after you are gone, you left that same world that you believe. That's selfishness. I kind of love that. That's some kind of Bruce-eyed statement there. Selfishness. Hello there.
Sure. Hello, my good general.
The Prince
Hey, Baba.
Gentleman. How are you?
Hey, Baba, happy to get through tonight.
Even as everybody got gingered tonight, I just kept going. I felt like I couldn't stop because I was so raging.
Man.
I think people should be making me angry every day so that I can always speak out and spit out my mind. Kind of.
Baba, you poured everything. Honestly, you poured everything tonight, and that's great. You see, Baba, we can't appreciate you enough.
Thank you,
Baba. You see, when I was in Nigeria, they used to tell me in the church, They will say, if you don't pay tithe, things will tight for you.
Hmm.
And my ego, do you know that before you know it, you will see that if you don't pay the tithe through, things will begin to look as if they are tight.
Psychological
But
conditioning.
I'm telling you, but at the end of the day, my ego, when I travel abroad, and I begin to see all these things, see the lies that are in it. Because I know, you see, when you talk Agada Godo, this brain lock of
Padlock. Mm-hmm.
padlock,
Mental
mental
padlock.
slavery.
Mm-hmm.
That is what a lot of people are suffering in Nigeria, especially through this religion, my
Do you know
brother.
how many of them who have told me today alone that I have passed my boundary, that you will see waiting go happen to me, that I'm going to use my head to carry curse, that I should watch my mouth. And I remember they've always been saying that to me every time I pick on any of their pastors for the past 10 years. And I'm like, Papa, let's even be
My
fair. Go on.
ego, don't mind them. Now, Agada Godo there for their brain. You see, when I was in Nigeria, I'm a born again. Oh. My ego.
Bless you.
Maybe you don't know.
I know.
I be born again now. When I come abroad, my ego, now I begin to see say na Nigeria and I be demon will lock everybody down.
Say
Where did they
nothing wrong
tell
with your
everybody for
destiny.
church? Say demon that. My ego. Na Nigerian government, criminal government. Na tie everybody put down. My ego, you see wetin I wan tell you. The person where they tell you say you go see this, go see that. That person never see anything. See, make I tell you my ego. The thing I want tell them to this night be say, you see this thing where Bible they talk say, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. It is for holy man of God that we speak the truth. Speak the truth to your church. Speak to the truth to the society. If you are not speaking the truth, that immunity of touch not my anointed did not cover you.
Yeah.
Holy beating, unholy talk deserve unholy beating. They hear me, my ego. Unholy
when
motivational
you're
speaker.
unholy Miss Yan deserves holy beating. But holy
Unholy,
beating, no be
yeah, I'm telling you,
physical.
my ego.
Tell me.
Any unholy motivational speaker deserve unholy beating of anointing. General public beating. They hear me, my ego. The Bible say that judgment will start in the house of God. Shebi na Jesus when they tell us now, Jesus is practical. Jesus, he enter temple, carry cane, flog everybody where they do corruption, everybody where they do trading inside this thing, where they turn church to abracadabra. Jesus no go there, they pray for them. He carry cane, flog nonsense out of their head. Jesus will tell you if they slap you for this face, turn another one, make them slap you. All in disciple, all of them carry sword, they follow him. Peter caught somebody ear. Jesus carried the ear,
Prince
put back.
Man, you have started.
Wait,
you need to take that part again. Jesus is a peaceful man. When he had a chance of preaching to people doing wrong thing in the temple, he no carry Bible or abracadabra, he carry cane. Same Jesus will tell everybody, say if they slap you for your left eye, may you turn the right one. In followers, they carry sword. They say one person insulted Jesus, they cut in here. Tell me more.
My Peter cut somebody ear. Welcome arrest Jesus. Jesus carry the ear, pull back. Join a part of a miracle. I tell you, my ego. You dey hear me so? Oyibo conquer Africa na because of them carry weapon. If na one-on-one, no could they do am for hand, they no go conquer Africa.
They no go walk.
They hear me so? But now them bring Bible for us. I know if them bring Bible where Jesus they inside the Bible, they tell us, say, if they slap you, make you turn the other face. They hear am my ego?
I deal with you.
If you know waka, you know go see. We don't waka go out now, my ego. We see how society do organize.
No
if you turn up tap, water go
traveling
dey
is
come.
also education, Prince.
Na my ego. You go light for 20 years. Light dey on, never blink one day. all these things no be now you're right as a citizen. I didn't get me. Hospital, you sick, they go come for your house. Just call ambulance. Police, you go there your house, call police. Police go come for your house, come sort issue. No be say you go go station, they get a talk, they'll tell you say fuel no there to follow you, even go to arrest somebody. My ego. You see so I say unholy talk, any unholy man of God wey to come dey tell the people situation wey dey for Nigeria now, wey be say hyper hunger dey kill everybody. Any man of God wey come dey misyan, dey tell you anything, give am holy beating, because that immunity don't cover am, that immunity of touching on my anointed under corruption.
God bless you, the Prince.
God bless you, my good general. Thank you, Jerry.
For this. I'm going to take another one. Oh, he always has something to his own closing remark. I didn't let him do that. He'll do it some other time. Hello there.
Good evening, my one name.
Good evening to you too. One name. How are you?
I'm fine, my brother. Before I start, how is Abika and the children?
They are very well. Thank you so much for asking. How is your family?
We are fine. We are managing. God is in control.
Thank God.
It's
good to have you, Mazi. Go on.
My one name. You don't keep me laugh this night. I don't feel laugh. I beg.
Because sometimes I have to. You know, they say, I mean, they remind all of the problem of Nigeria. They give you depression. I can say, okay, make a rebrand.
Carry this. Where you really from come out today? I want to know. I want to know where you from come out today. Abi, go visit them for their church.
I'll tell you something. When I woke up this morning, right? I just saw Agbeke came into the room. And she was like, do you know how I know that you are awake? How I knew that you are awake. And I was like, oh. She was like, you are lying there. You're already causing problem on your Facebook. Like, what is that? And it's true. All that time where I did my Facebook, where people, they gather, they miss Yan. Now my bed, I cover my head like this. My phone did my side. I read, they laugh. Every time they drop something, when somebody drops say something nonsense, I go post again. So now that time I know say today go long. I knew since that morning say today go long.
Hey, all my they pay me here. I don't laugh, I don't die here. I don't die.
Anyway.
All your haters, by now, they run themselves like suya for fire.
If they catch me, you know how many people will say they pray, say, if I catch this man, you one on. If I see this guy,
you see this man. You what did they call on Unseru Aka? On Unseru Aka. I don't know on Unseru Aka.
Yeah, now nothing they go do, Papa. I'm gonna tell you, nothing. Oh, I've seen that before. Nothing they go do.
On Unseru Aka. People they call you on Unseru Aka. That is, they see you. They close, but they don't fit catch you. They don't fit hold you.
Like if you see me face to face, you go just look at me and say, "So now that my gonna be this." This guy, like you know, if you touch me, you know the kind thing. But I know that one. There are many people who see their top dream. Since they know if you touch me, you know their other top dream, Mazi, is that made breaking news. Ma just dey inside and cough. I don't do anything for anybody. All of you know say I don't do anything wrong. Go, sure you get. But I tell you this, there are people who are their best dream. We go give them orgasm. Where they go masturbate in public. Where they see me in handcuff.
Where they welcome this one in Nigeria. Now Europe is this.
No, wait now. Breaking news. No, wait now. Breaking news. That loudmouth Scotland-based YouTuber, Mayegun, has been arrested at Muritala Mohammed Airport. You won't know how many of them will dance the dance of just say, I will dance. I will dance.
I agree. I didn't say the loud mouth only truth they come out from that.
Nothing, not even their government, nothing. Because I've not done anything wrong. No. I'm just expressing myself.
Prince my friend, say, I really like what you didn't talk this night. Touch not my anointed. Now for all these thief people, all these criminals, all these warriors, touch not my anointed when Bible they talk. Now when you be holy man, you do the true work of God. Right. You really believe in the truth. You are honest, standing by the truth. If you're really standing by the truth, defending the people, like as Moses did. Now that kind of one, I be touch not my anointed. Not be when you be partaker in the sin, partaker in the corruption, partaker in the evil, then you will say, touch not my anointed. Stone them to death. Now they're supposed to be. Carry stone like stone all of them to death. I think when I talk about
you know, they see all of them get entitlement. You see all people when no get sense, criminals, so they get entitlement. You see pastors who be seen as criminals. We know that part of them. Then they get entitlement. They tell me, say, no, do not touch my anointed. See, we all should thank Prince Jejeman for telling us that anointing, touch not my anointed, does not cover criminals. And we know the criminals. You know, cover them.
Of course. How dare them make us to tell us that we could respect elders where they lie? Our forefathers where they tell us truth. And I'm the true elders. These current ones are all thieves. They are just there for their own stomach infrastructure.
They whine us.
Then you say, I think last time I tell you say nothing will happen. Remember? I tell you say, forget about all this one. They agree. I said nothing will happen. Not in Nigeria. This is a den of thieves, pack of armed robbers.
You know?
Pack of looters and criminals. They are all in one pot. All of them are the same thing. From 8, all of them, they are all the same thing. Nothing will happen. They know the game that they play. If Nigerians decide they no go rise up, they go remain everly down until the common man stand up with stick, say, boy, so shebe. Today, you don't do.
You get today, not today. We
if
die,
they don't do,
we
if they don't do, they waste their time. They are just wasting their time. I talk about the woman saying nothing they happen. I will remind them. Now me talk and nothing they happen. Nothing they go fit do until they rise up and fight for their rights. This is no more time when you go say this one SESC go fight. This one go corruption. Fighting corrupt. To fight corruption now in Nigeria, I don't read the stage where we say the common man go get up one day, say if not die, make him die. Carry stick. Begin to find them for their house, for their offices, for their secretariat. They burn everything down. They bring all of them. Anyone catch, roast them out. If they don't do it, they waste their time. They are just wasting their time. And for your own and them, they need all them where they give them the syringe. You're giving them antibiotics. It's antibiotics.
They have to get well because they know well. That's why we are in where we are today. You know that, Sha? If to say these people mentally okay, I swear to God, they would have rejected these criminals long ago. But we are dealing with 70% mentally disturbed people. You know, that's official record.
Whoever know like my ego diary, for me, my ego diary na food to my soul. It tonic my life every day. If you know, like I'm go climb 7-story, jump down.
That one is not really good. I would say, you know, I would just say maybe they should make it like 10-story building. 7-story building seems like very cold. You know what I mean?
Make them
jump from 10. 10 is quite like.
Then I don't like my ego because the truth they beat on. In the tell on a CB, black na black, white na white, and on no fit hold that until on a change internally. A change to receive that truth, that bitter truth will be rewritten. Now so on a mind go dey pain on. If una like make una talk, make una curse, make una no go do nothing, nada.
This is use them as an example of a bad consequences of bad government, won't we? Let them talk now.
I beg my brother, carry on what you do.
Thank you very
much. Carry on, God they bless you.
God
they bless you.
Nice one. So that's
good night.
I thought you were. Oh, I'm sorry. Why do I keep doing that? Now my time is already rolling. I've got just about 25 minutes to go. I have a caller. So please like the broadcast if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Hello there.
Yes, Mr. Mike.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing?
Very well, thanks. How are you, sir?
I'm okay. Honestly speaking, my good man,
Baba.
God will reward you.
Amen.
Mr. Maigun, God will reward you.
Amen.
In fact, see, the Bible said, I will wage war against people that wage war against you.
Amen.
And I will fight people that fight you. Anyone waging war against you,
Amen.
God will wage war against them.
Amen.
And he will also fight on your behalf too.
Thank you.
Sir, see, yesterday, I was trying to call in yesterday, but I think the volume of the call was too much. I couldn't. But exactly what I want to call in yesterday to do is just what you did today. My person yesterday was like, if you pick my call yesterday, I'm going to tell you that let's analyze this minister or whatever this school that they call them. Let's analyze them one by one. Now let's see maybe Kumuyi is saying the right thing or not. And thank God that's what you did today. You analyze each and every one of them. And he said they've done something in their life. What have they done in their life? Eh? What have they done in their life? What have they done for Nigerians? Nothing.
That they will every
small
thing
religion.
turn around. Respect elders. You should show something. Don't you have home training? Like, we don't owe you anything. We don't owe all these people anything. You see, all these ones they call our heroes past that we owe something. It's the future they built for us is what we are living right now in poverty. If you are older people and you turn around and say, all these young people, you don't even get respect. You don't respect your elders and leaders. But we don't owe you anything. We don't owe any, all you owe. No, older generation should be so ashamed of themselves when they see their colleagues fighting for political posts. They should be ashamed that at least look at you at your old age. So we owe them nothing, Baba.
They destroy our life. They destroyed our life. Nothing to show as a Nigerian with all the resources we had. Nothing to show. We don't have anything. It's like now you've mortgaged the whole country. You see the country is sad. Do you know over here in the United States, they don't touch their resources. Do you know that, right? Because I remember the other day we were talking about how they have crude oil in America. In Texas here, there is crude oil in Texas.
They have it. They hardly touch it. Resources rich in that America, but they will never touch them anyhow.
They don't touch it. They don't touch them anyhow. So you come to Africa and that's all our stuff because of these Mumu lectures and Bele lectures. All this MF. And you stole everything. In return, you give us nothing, peanuts. And people will come on the pulpit and be saying, pray for Nigeria. You know, I told you sometimes, I said, the day I told my mother-in-law, we were having conversation like that, I have stopped praying for Nigeria. I know that woman will be looking at him like, this guy, is this guy crazy? Has he gone nuts? But as day goes by, I began to see like validation concerning my decision. Every day, my decision is being validated every day. That is with these people, they are not doing anything for us. They are after their tithe, offerings and everything. That's it. That's it. So this one you did tonight, God, man, this is it. This is a bomb. Yeah, this is a bomb. This is the bomb.
Thank you so much.
I saw a woman named, I don't know, maybe it's a woman or a man. Right. I think the name, one of the watchers that comments, she said she was crying. I think her name is BC Genedu or something like that.
Right.
She said she was crying. Of course, it's emotional.
Somebody
among the comment people.
Okay, somebody commented she said crying when they. Why?
Yeah. No. When you are saying all those things, but it's those things are emotional sometimes. You know, when you think about Nigeria.
Okay, I get it now. Right. I mean, I was pouring out my mind, and I didn't give a damn about how anybody's going to feel, if they feel offended or whatever. I want you to actually hear the truth, hear it how it should be, picture it, and tell me if I'm actually overreacting. And I'm glad a lot of people get connected to it, because that's the position. I mean, that's
sir, Creflo Dollar said something sometimes ago. He came out, if I can find that video again, he said what they've used in Christendom, religion per se, is the fear and guilt.
That's right.
That they've instilled in us. He said it by himself. He said fear and guilt is what they've used.
Fear and guilt.
And it worked. You don't go to church on Sunday, you already committed the sin. You miss Bible study, you already committed the sin. You didn't pay your tithe, you are going to hell. Truthful. Sir, you've done what a Napoleon could ever do. And my God will bless you. But one thing I want to say, sir, please. And man sure right.
That's true.
Always be at alert all the time. Because these people.
Thank you.
And I know my God is there for you.
No,
thank you very much.
I've always been, and thank you.
Yeah, I understand.
Right?
I understand. Just like a reminder, you know, like
I know.
You know, Etioba Nile, Etioba Loco.
That's right. That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You should have a good
Yes,
one,
sir.
okay?
Thank
Thanks a
you
lot.
very much.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Now I have another caller here. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Good evening. My name is Diamond. So I'm calling.
Diamond. Sir.
Yeah.
And my name is Mayegun. On Mayegun's diary.
Yeah. Okay. So I've been following you for years now.
Thank you.
And I've been a very close follower. I was actually former president in OAU.
Oh, bless you.
And yeah, and it's been a long journey. So being a very strong Christian and having that strong Christian values and seeing some things today, the only thing you can feel actually is to feel very down.
I know.
You will feel very down. You feel very disappointed. It's like seeing your dad go naked because he's drunk. That's the way it feels. When people that should, we call it, when you see people that should breathe their tongue, they can't breathe their tongue only because of
tongues.
Maybe what they will eat and things like that. There's a popular saying that the truth is not bitter, it's our tongue that is bad.
It is our tongue.
Yeah. So when you say something like this and somebody frowns their face, it's because their tongue is bad. They should go and brush their teeth. Because these are clear truth, right?
Sorry.
And I've always told people about this one that, I'm a mystic. Because when the Western people came, they brought religion to us.
They did.
And we took religion and we dropped education. The same way when you see them come around to us, we took their religion, we took their culture, we dropped their education. And this is going a long way to affect many of us. Today, you go around the world and you go to US, I'm based in UK, you realize that, most of the churches are predominantly blacks. The whites brought these churches to you, right? They left you with the churches, and you came back to their country again. You are bringing the church back to them. They are not coming to your church. And the question you want to ask is that, is God actually tribal? Wow. Is God actually tribal? And I'll give you some examples to that. I remember when I was in school, and we used to make all this demand many years ago. For example, you can't, for people who have seen Nigeria in the worst state during the military junta, you won't feel bad with what happened with the massacre in toll gates. Because there was no social media then. So many things have happened in the past in Nigeria in which were not documented because we didn't have phone. People have been arrested over the years. People have been shot over the years. People have been attacked over the years, but there were no record of them. So it's actually something that is not new. Let me give an example to that.
Yes, sir.
I tell somebody all the time, and I will say that. I said, there is a demon that prayer cannot fix. And Nigeria as a country is actually possessed by that demon. That demon is called ignorance. Prayer can't fix it. The only thing that can fix it is knowledge. People need to be aware. People need to have right information for them to be free.
That's right.
People need to have that right information for them to be free. For example, there's nothing religious about being rich. There's nothing religious at all about it being rich.
Tell them.
You just have to follow basic principle of life. There's nothing religious about having a good marriage. It's all about your common sense, living by right ethics. The biggest country in the world today that have survived, the biggest companies in the world today that have survived over 100 years, they were not Christian. They are not Christian companies.
Please help me tell them.
They are companies built on values. Today, okay, I'll give an example. I'll give an example, and I'll give some example that will just speak your mind. For example, you come to study your master's in UK, in US, and it is never in your prayer point to pass the exam. Because all you will do is that, if I read hard,
you just
I
have to
prepare
read
hard, I'm going to pass. But my cousins, my nieces in Nigeria want to write JAMB. You have to pray. Because they will hold the results. The center can be cancelled. Right? Center will be cancelled. Which is crazy. And this is the demon that holds us. And this demon does not answer to vigil.
God will continue to help me bless you, because the problem of Nigeria is not spiritual. We all know, and we should not keep telling our children that human-made problems, man-made problems, and you're equating them to spiritual problems. We should all endeavor to stop that.
I'll give you an example to that. For example, you see churches. Churches, you want to do program,
yes,
and you are doing publicity. You are doing digital marketing, right? And I tell that Christian guy, and I will say, you see, your pastor is running ad. Your pastor is on YouTube making money from YouTube. Your pastor is on Instagram making money from Instagram.
Yes.
Your pastor is telling you he's prospering in every dollar. You are sitting down here spending all your time on video. You better get sense. You just better get sense, because there are many deaths today in Africa, in Nigeria specifically, that are not spiritual. For example, if you are malnourished, vigil will not fix you.
No.
All that need to fix you is for you to eat well.
Balanced diet, good food.
Balanced diet. If you are poor, build a skill, sell a value, then you will make money.
And then if you are a good prayer warrior, then you can back it with prayer. But the driving force is that you have something to offer.
Yes, I agree. There's a place of grace. There's a place of law. But I tell somebody all the time that, you can have law. Even Joseph in the Bible. People will say, Joseph was in the prison. Then the second day was in the palace. And I told somebody that, no, your pastor told you that. Joseph did not go from prison to palace. Joseph was doing good. He was still sent to prison. He got to prison. He was still doing good in the prison. He did not give up.
Yes.
Joseph was solving people's problem. While he was in the prison, he was still solving somebody's problem. It was the person who interpreted the dream in the prison that remembered him when he got to the palace. I said, Joseph offered value. It was the value he offered. Today, people will say, David killed Goliath. I said, David did not kill Goliath. David practiced with the bear and lion before he killed Goliath. Don't let your pastors scam you overnight. There's nothing called overnight success. Impossible is something new. There are things God will not do for you.
Never.
If God can do everything, God will have done it for Nigeria.
That's right.
If you make a right choice, and I want to quote Oyedepo, Oyedepo will say something.
Yes.
I know Oyedepo, for example, I support him so well, but
do you know why I didn't mention him, right? On several occasions, right? He's managed to be very, very blunt. You know
for
what
example,
I mean? Right? I respect that. Baba, go on.
Oyedepo is spiritual, but Oyedepo built one of the best universities in Africa today. Whether it's spiritual or not. In fact, Covenant University today, they have the highest number of research, more than any public university in Nigeria, the whole of Nigeria, altogether. Now it's spiritual, but university is not spiritual, it's physical.
It is.
It is something we can see. You can't do research, you can't grow a school, you can't grow anything, nothing's going to happen. It is value for value.
That's right.
There's nothing else to it. And that's what we did. Let me just round this up. Because you have killed this thing. But for me, I would say it.
Get.
But now, people are now beginning to ask questions. But now we are sitting on a gunpowder. The people are asking questions. See, what you are doing is that you are putting the wood, people like you, people like us, we are putting the wood together. We are preparing that ground. It is only a spark. It was a spark that caused it in Europe. When they say people do not have bread, somebody said, but they can eat flour. Not maybe they use flour for bread. It is something that happened in South Africa. I said, it is just a spark.
Innovation happen mostly by accident or
want to encourage you, like we normally sing when we're in school. Freedom cometh by little, freedom come by struggle. Freedom come. It is little by little. We shall surely get there. Thank you very much.
God bless you, Diamond. Right? That's one Lutheran sort of speech. They say vibration, and you can tell, right? Somebody speaking from the background of a public speaker, former university president, Mr. University government, union government in the university, I would say. And I love that. Kind of enjoy it. I bet you did too. We currently have just a moment to go, and I will take this. One moment. Hello there.
Hello, Mayegu.
Is that Zeus? I mean, is that Zeus?
Yes, you entered my terrain today, man. You are powerful.
I bet you never wanted to miss out on it as well. So did you join us from the start?
Yes, sir. I just wanted to put my voice in this.
Please do.
This is powerful. I greet you so much, Mayegu. You're powerful.
Thank you.
Let me use this word. 1986, the mathematician Kumuyi, he said, "Pray for Nigeria."
He did.
In 1986, Dubai was a desert. Look at Dubai today and look at Nigeria. And he's just saying the same thing over and over and over and over again. When they're killing us, the terrorists, they're looting. Look at what we have in our reserve now. It's 1.3 billion from 33 that Buhari made. So he don't comment about this. You know, poverty intertwines. When Nigerians are poor, impoverished, suffering, the religious people prosper. So when Nigerians are, if you look for a job, you get it. You go to school, you graduate. You know, things that works well in the Western society, people are less prayerful. Because when you're looking for a job, you just go on Craigslist
and they
today. If you want to work
these days that people don't come to church, young people don't want to go to church again. Who wants to go to a place where people are mostly hypocrites, elderly people who are supposed to nurture young people with the right word, morality, and all those things? They are a bunch of liars who are feeding them with fears and other things,
that is
abnormalities.
Why they're flying their private jet?
To church for that.
Flying their private jets, you know, like the school you mentioned. When those people try to get into their universities or schools, they pay through their nose. Those their schools don't come cheap.
No, they don't.
And from those same poor people that come to them looking for jobs, when they want to go to send their children to school, they pay through their nose. So these guys are just greedy. The two continents, the two poorest continents on earth, South America and Africa, what they have in common, they're both religious. These are the two continents that worship the people that enslaved them. And they are the two poorest continents on earth today, Africa and South America. Other countries, they've moved on. They go into, even India just launched a satellite today.
Honestly speaking, I saw the image, right? India just put their satellites in the space, the northern, the northern atmosphere of the current US space station right now. Now, India can extract their own information straight from the space. Nigeria is still praying, Nigerians are still praying to Sky Daddy to come and select figures for them.
It's very, I feel very painful, Mayego, because he heard.
Breaking.
He heard that. Look at Mali today. The Mali leader said if Nigeria invades Niamey, which is the capital of Niger, that Mali will bomb Abuja. So our politicians are not even thinking about what is this for my.
Zeus, thank you so much. Are you still there? There's something wrong with the line. Zeus, I am going to just... are you there? Right. I'll take this as my last call. My time is almost up. We'll just have to
Hello?
do this quick. Hello, sir.
Mayegun Gabriel lọ sọ̀rọ̀ jọ̀ọ́ Yorùbá mo fẹ́ sọ mi ò lè interpret fún.
You know the best thing about the pay baba mixing no boy. Me agbádùn Yorùbá yẹn náà.
But kile just to able to explain my explain ara mi dáadáa jọ.
But you know something I have observed. People have told me before, I say, Mayegun, me, I just want to speak Yoruba. I say, okay, Baba, you're fire, no wahala. Then the next thing is going to be like, Mayegun, this country, I say, anyway, your short, sir, please.
No problem. Fídíò tí torí o sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ ní ìjẹta àná, fídíò tí mo rí ní tí wọ́n send sí mi nílé, you understand? Wọ́n send fídíò yẹn ìjẹta, mo wò láti east tó ń na bàbá kan tí wọ́n gbé tó ní pé tó wá ń bèrè pé ṣé you be
spy on them. I spoke about that. I think it was yesterday.
So now say pé kíní pé you be as Tinubu brother. But the boy was saying I know at the
Tinubu is your brother.
One force so only spy so Lenny wọ́n wá send the video yẹn fún mi, wọ́n wá send the video yẹn sí mi ní Lenny. Wọ́n ti release the boy yẹn. You understand?
Yeah.
Wọ́n wá gba 3.5 million lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. So gbọ́n tí mo understand tí mo sọ Mr. Mayegun.
Yes sir.
So mo ní ìgbà tẹ́ lébẹ̀ pé kíní ni pé spy why tẹ́ fi lọ tí wọ́n fi gbé fún ọlọ́pàá níbẹ̀ yẹn kọ́lọ́pàá persecute ẹ̀. Torí kó ọmọ why tí mo fi sọ kíní torí mo fẹ́ explain ara mi ní ọ̀tọ́ mo bínú látàárọ̀. Over 25 mo so mo fẹ́ mú jáde níbi ìjọ torí Ọlọ́run bóyá ó lè bá mi bẹ̀ àwọn people ìtàrí pé mo pò mọ̀ wọn. Kíní wọ́n send ẹ̀ sí mi nílé torí ilé tèmi why tí wọ́n fi send ẹ̀ sí mi in-law mi fi send ẹ̀ sí mi lẹ́nìí. Ilé tèmi 4 flat ni àwọn Igbo mo gbé gbogbo ẹ̀ fún. Ohun tí wọ́n bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ nílé lẹ́nìí ni pé ṣe ra àwọn tí mo gbélé fún ló lọ ná àwọn Yorùbá right pé wọ́n gbowó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. So wọ́n fẹ́ máa bá àwọn people tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ pé kí n lé wọn tó ń sọ fún mi lẹ́bẹ̀ẹ́ mi ò fẹ́ fìyẹn ṣe kò dáa báyìí torí pé tó bá ṣẹ̀yàn ni wọ́n máa bá jà kìí ṣe pé lómi.
Ṣẹ́rí ẹ mọ̀ kí mo sọ kọ́kọ́ lórí kíní yẹn sà wípé ṣẹ́rí the intention òun ni pé ká ní pé nǹkan tó ń plan ó work out ni by now ó yẹ kí a ti máa jólé ara wa ká ti jólé àwọn Yíbò lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ káwọn náà ti jólé Yorùbá lẹ́nugun ṣó yẹ yín sìn dà wípé àwọn èèyàn ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní jólé ara wọn ká máa para wa yẹn lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Ìgbò yìí is kind of a failure on the part of APC we nǹkan tó really plan o do you get that sir?
No mi ò mú fún Mayegun mi ò mú lọ báyẹn òjò tó dọ̀ má bínú wáyé tí mi ò fẹ́ gbà bó ṣe sọ yẹn mi ò fẹ́ gbé lọ sí bó ọ̀sẹ̀ ṣe sọ yẹn jọ torí pé ìgbà tí Buhari wà mẹ́ wọ́n ní pé Fúlàní ni so Buhari ti lọ báyìí wọ́n wá tún ní pé Aṣíwájú ṣé bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ṣé fámìlì Aṣíwájú àgbà Fúlàní wọ́n fún lọ́jọ́ kí ni yín dùn mí torí jọ tó lọ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ kí wọ́n má jẹ́ kí rírú ẹ̀ mọ́ o jọ torí Ọlọ́run o kí wọ́n má jẹ́ kí rírú ẹ̀ mọ́ torí kí wọ́n má jẹ́ kí rírú ẹ̀ mọ́.
so that àtẹ̀lé ó ti torí àwọn tó ń gbọ́ wa náà ṣòye yín sìn ẹ bọ̀ di fẹ́ rí clarity ni mo ń tọ́ láti explain nǹkan kan fún yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn ẹ sọ pé ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ́tàn ẹ ní ẹ gbé lọ bẹ̀ yẹn ẹ fẹ́ fi wé ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀nẹ́ wá padà sórí pé fídíò yẹn náà again nínú fídíò yẹn right àwọn ẹni yẹn mú èèyàn kan wọ́n ní Yorùbá ni ṣó ti yẹ yín sìn wọ́n ló wá ń spy on them kò ń ṣọlọ́pàá kò ń ṣe anything but fídíò táwọn family send sí yín later yẹn discover wípé ó dà pé kidnapper gan ni wọ́n gbowó ńgbà tó máa
wọ́n nà ṣégè tẹ́bá bí wọ́n ṣe nà bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn.
ẹni sùúrù èyí tó kàn yín lára ẹ̀ sìn tó dùn ẹ̀yin jù ní pé nínú fídíò yẹn àwọn ẹni tó mú sọ wípé nítorí pé Tinubu Yorùbá ni làwọn ṣe ń ṣe àwọn ń ṣe fún yẹn fún
tó ń ṣe fún
ìyẹn ó dùn yín gan ṣe rí pé propaganda ti work on you nǹkan tó fẹ́ kó achieve gangan ti work on you already àwọn tenant yín Igbo ni wọ́n ní problem pẹ̀lú kankan nù wọn láti gbà tètè gbà wọ́n síbẹ̀ àbẹ́ ní problem rí.
No mi ò ní problem pẹ̀lú wọn rí.
ọ̀sẹ̀ rí fídíò ẹyọ kan yẹn tó ti ń bè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé ṣebí Tinubu ni president Yorùbá ni ìwọ náà a máa pa ẹ́ ni ẹ̀yin Yorùbá a máa pa yín ni tá a bá ti mú yín náà ẹ̀yin gẹ́gẹ́ bí Yorùbá as a Yorùbá man fídíò yẹn àwọn family yín send ẹ̀ sí yín pé look at you that is doing business with Igbo see what they are doing to Yorùbá people because of Tinubu ṣé Tinubu ló ṣẹ̀ wọ́n ni ṣe rí pé propaganda yẹn ti work on you kò tó fẹ́ fi kó achieve gangan nìyẹn because at the end of the day.
No but yes àná yẹn mi ò bínú ọmọ tí mo fi bínú èyí tó offend mi ń bẹ èyí tó offend mi ń bẹ Yorùbá ti ń gbé ní East ti pẹ́ tẹ́gbẹ́ gbà tí Tinubu wá wọlé lọ wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rí spy bẹ́ẹ̀ sí wọ́n ṣe rí Fúlàní àwọn olókè ṣebí tó jẹ́ spy ṣó yẹ kí wọ́n gbowó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀
ẹ máa gbọ́
ṣó yẹ kí wọ́n gbowó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀.
ẹ máa gbọ́ kò sóòótọ́ kankan bẹ́ẹ̀ aṣáára àwọn èèyàn tó ń kó àwọn èèyàn wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ṣe ń gbọ́.
bẹ̀tọ̀ rárá ó ti rárẹ̀ Check he send the video and say, Otira re bobo yen bon se no.
Sherry, mo
Ó
ti
ti rárẹ̀.
ti kidnapper pa tí mo rí fídíò wọn. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi sir?
Mm.
Sherry àwọn criminals yìí tí wọ́n jí ọmọ Yorùbá gbé wherever tó bá ti jí gbé ní Eastern Nigeria. Sherry ibi tí ó yẹ kí gbogbo àti kind of feel concerned ni wípé instead of us ká máa béèrè pé these criminals must be unmasked, tracked, and if anything we can do to get all of them, like tí ìjọba fúnra rẹ̀ bá wà on our side ni o to really protect àwọn èèyàn ṣe get insane. So you would have said pé video yẹn is a tracker. Let's find them and they must pay for that crime without having to turn around and say, why are they doing this to Yoruba? So they want to kill Yoruba because kò tó fẹ́ kó achieve gangan lẹ́ ń jẹ́ kó achieve yẹn. At the end of the day, ní máa wọn tó ṣiṣẹ́ ibi yẹn. Nǹkan tá máa wà after ní pé Igbo gbé Yorùbá tó bá rí bọ́ ṣe ná wọ́n tún gbowó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Fúlàní gbé Yorùbá.
But àwọn tó wá gọ̀lébò tí ó lè reason bá wa ta wà ń lo èbò nǹkan tó wà ń lé. Àwọn tó wà gọ̀lébò tó wà ń lé tí ò lè reason bá wa ṣe reason tó wà ń lo èbò nǹkan.
Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wá mọ̀ díẹ̀ yìí sà, ẹ̀yin lè máa make sure pé crime has been committed. Ẹni yìí Yorùbá ni wọ́n gbé. Àwọn tí wọ́n gbé wọ́n náwọn unknown gunmen làwọn. In fact, if there is a government, the pressure should be on them to find those criminals. Instead of kémi àti yín ká máa wò pé why táwọn Igbo ṣe ń ṣe báyìí sí wa nígbà tá a mọ̀ wípé kì í ṣe Igbo ló ń ṣe anything to anybody, kì í ṣe Yorùbá ló ń ṣe anything to anybody. Àwọn criminals tó exist ń bẹ̀ yẹn, they are taking the advantage of the discarded plant tó ti gbélẹ̀ fún wa. So tẹ́yin bá mọ̀ better, ẹ̀yin ò gbọ́dọ̀ wá bínú tán pé because you know what will happen ni pé ẹ̀yin lè bínú kẹ́ control bínú yín. Àwọn kan wà nílé tó máa rí that same video. They can be compelled. They can be compelled láti lọ jí ọmọ Igbo kan gbé lọ sínú igbó kó ṣerú fídíò yẹn náà. But yìí lè control tara yín, àwọn ò lè control títí wọn. Ibi títí yín ti wà nìyẹn. That's where you will now be able to see the propaganda in it. The crime committed, not see Yoruba, Igbo, Fulani, and this or that. Or else, yes sir. It's a very big one though. But now that we spoke tonight, I understand your anger. We should be interested. We should all be working on how to arrest those people.
There's working for everybody now. Working for everybody.
It's not.
Spy.
Spy tẹ́ sọ yẹn. Ẹ ṣe ń gbọ́ nú ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ ni. Lẹ ṣe ń repeat spy. Wọ́n sọ yẹn no video yẹn ni. You have already confirmed it pé kidnappers ni wọ́n. They eventually collected money. Do you understand? But nǹkan tó fẹ́ kí propaganda yẹn ṣe, ìyẹn ti ń ṣe already. Video yẹn ti wà lórí WhatsApp. Àwọn tó jẹ́ Yorùbá, èmi náà rí now. That's why I spoke on it. Understand?
But ìgbà tí wọ́n ti release bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ṣó ti rí ìgbà tí wọ́n release ẹ̀. But wọ́n ti release ẹ̀ orí.
Mo rí
gbogbo ara ẹ̀.
Mo kan, mo ní èèyàn kan lórí platform mi bí wọ́n jí ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀gbẹ́ ní Ẹdó. Àwọn Fúlàní terrorist tó ń yìnbọn tó ṣe everything. Nígbà tí ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ dé tó ń give report, lóòótọ́ ni Fúlàní làwọn ló wá gbé àwọn. Ibi tó ti negotiate bọ́yẹ máa sanwó àti báwọn máa yẹ gbowó everything. Àwọn tó jẹ́ ọmọ Ẹdó Benin wà ń bẹ̀. Àwọn tó jẹ́ Yorùbá wà ń bẹ̀. Àwọn tó jẹ́ Igbo wà náà tó ń bá wọn negotiate owó. But what happened is that pé kánìlú yẹn ń work ni. The government will go after the criminals and the crime they've committed. The media will go after them. But rather, we are discussing Yoruba versus Igbo. Look at what they did to Yoruba. Look at what they did to Igbo. The criminals are back out there. Anyway, there's little we can do. And I hope that I really recovery this year. And hopefully, one of these days, I'll stop Latima. Remember, I want to get victims because there will be no other victims. But Nigeria or anyway, sir, thank you very much. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, God bless you. So our time is so fast spent. It's over 3 hours now. Now, what happened is that my last caller, right? Just like everyone else, all right, who probably will see so many propaganda videos to trigger the Igbos versus Yoruba versus Igbos. Remember when those people were shouting, Yoruba, the Igbos should leave Yoruba land. There were Yorubas who stood and said, that is on Yoruba. This is not us. We will never treat our own guests like this. It doesn't matter what the politics is about to turn to. Yoruba land will never become a land where we become bigots and people who actually express hatred to other people, towards other people because of politics. Remember that, when they went for the Igbos, there were Yorubas who stood up, who stood their ground and said, this is not us. And we have also seen those criminals from Eastern Nigeria parading themselves as unknown gunmen, bunch of criminals who are after people's money, criminals who are after, kidnapping the same people that they claim to want to kind of, they were fighting for. And of course, that shouldn't by any means should mean that any of us should easily just jump into it and say, look at the Igbos. That's what the Igbos they do. When the same Igbos are telling you, this is not us. We are not like this. We will never actually treat people like this. The criminality that is growing around Nigeria, the ones that they are recruiting the Nigerian youth for, north, east, west, and everywhere, we have them in our midst. They don't speak for us. How is that difficult for you to actually say, well, they don't speak for them too? Because a lot of people are not interested in actually ending the problems. Everybody's just looking for the reason to justify why the problem is going to always be the problems. I'm so sorry. I don't know how far the video has gone. But I can tell you, the intended audience have already received them. Because before the video, there are so many people who can't wait. Nigerians can't wait to kill themselves. You know that? Nigeria is the only country in Africa right now that they can't wait. We can't wait to kill ourselves. Yoruba versus Igbo, Igbo versus Fulani, Fulani versus Hausa, Hausa versus Ijo, Ijo versus Ishekiri, Ishekiri versus Ibibio, Ibibio versus the Ijebus, Ijebu versus the Egbas. But the only time you are going to feel like, oh, Nigerians are actually a one people is if you come from Tanzania or you come from Ghana and you want to take a dig at Nigerians. You will think Nigerians are the most loving people who love themselves. No, we don't. We just don't want the outsiders to tell us, because we do know. We can't wait to kill ourselves every now and then until outsider comes to come and take a chance, then you see all of us fighting you. Tearing you apart, tear your country, tear everything. I say, are you the mad? Now, Nigeria, you talk to like that. But the bottom line is this. The criminals who are using these propagandas to keep everybody divided, they always have enough content to push to us. So what about you who know better? Do you also want to help them to share the propaganda, the narrative, the hate, the division? It's up to you. But it's always a popular saying that if you know better, the ideal thing for you is to do better. When these criminals when they commit crimes, do not, for any reason, try to tribalize or ethnicize or religionize their crime. Because at least, I'm not saying that, you can't feel whatever you feel, because it's always going to be what it is. But just always remember that if you know better, I beg you to do better. Like my broadcast. I'll see you some other time. Until then, stay safe and good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun Diary political. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu.
Mayegun Diary na him be number one.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dódòdó.
Mayegun Diary na him be number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Àyè.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Mayegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.